Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Firstly, once again, I am thankful to the Health Library and the staff for the fabulous job that you all are doing towards humanity. Today we will again share some tips connected to health. Few days back, I had a complaint of a lady with PCOD and all that, polycystic ovarian disease, and PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. Previously, we used to see few cases. Nowadays, we are seeing a little bit more, like 2 or 4 in every 100 women, or rather 5 in every 100 women. And how do we come to know? First of all, they don't know also that they have a problem, because in certain cases the periodic cycles are also very normal. So then it makes a thing that you really don't know what to do, what you are going through rather. Some of the symptoms of this disease are that there will be some kind of lethargy, laziness. Then what will happen? Second thing is hair growth around this area, facial hair growth for no reason. Hair growth wherever the hair is not supposed to be there. I would specify that. Then, of course, in majority of the ladies, the periodic cycle goes for a toss. And even if they come into their periods, then what happens is the blood flow is not normal. Sometimes it is painful, like God knows what. Many a times it causes problem during conception. So, why does this happen? Firstly, let us understand why. What is the whole cycle? A woman is born with many number of eggs in the ovaries, and as the age goes, after say around 13 years nowadays, because of there is high intellectual level due to media and all, they start coming into periodic cycles even at the age of 9 and 10. So it has become common. Previously, it was the age group was 30 for a lady to come in a periodic cycle. What happens is, how does the cycle function? The eggs, one of the eggs will come out from one ovary every cycle. Then another egg will come out from another ovary. That is what is understood. There are follicles in it. And then sometimes this doesn't take place. This doesn't happen. Why? Because the male hormones, the testroms increase. The follicles will come out ripe for this thing, conception, when there is proper amount of estrogen. Sometimes what happens, estrogen levels come down and testosterone levels increase, testosterone levels increase. So the eggs in there, which generally should get diluted after the periodic cycle, does not happen. They stay as their follicles remain there, and then they lose life and they stay there. Anything staying there without life in the body will decay, and over a period of time they come together and forms something like a cyst. Then the cyst keeps on growing because this process is never ending, keeps on going, and it can create a big problem. So how do we come out of it? How can we put out the problem, shut out the problem, or rather remove the problem? There is a whole format. If a person follows the format, any disease can be removed. The format is, first of course, nutrition, food, diet has to be taken care of. Second, change in lifestyle. And third, which I believe that, or rather I will not say I believe, I know, meditation. Meditation, mindset, and the metaphysical aspects which are connected to this disease has to be tackled. Then it will go away by itself. You do not require an intervention. So let us understand what are the metaphysical aspects. Most of the time it is not a principal thumb rule ke if this has happened then this is the metaphysical aspect. No. Every human being is different and it may change from person to person. Why would this happen? Any cyst, any fibroid, any stone in the body, in any place, represents a hold up of emotion. For example, a gallbladder stone is representing a hold up of emotions during the time of childhood when the child was suppressed by some strong figure, maybe the grandfather or the very strict teacher or something like that. In the same way, kidney stones, adulthood, generally kidney stones happen in adulthood. Now it has started in children also. Storage of emotions of guilt.
Emotion of guilt.
Many a times. Not a thumb rule, remember. Storage of emotions of guilt generally create kidney stones. Same way, cyst in any part of the body, and then if it comes to the ovaries and all that, what does it specify? Cyst is the sacral region of the person, and in the sacral region few things get affected if there are cysts or fibroids, or rather I would say if that has happened only then you will get the cyst and fibroid. That first thing is there can be hold up of emotions due to non-functional relationships. Sometimes the people get cheated in the relationship, so this is possible. And when it happens in a pattern like one after the other, one relation, then another relation, then another relation, then you can't escape this. Now, how do we come out of it? We can come out of it firstly by understanding the metaphysical reasons and shift our mind 180 degrees. That will bring a radical shift. Yeah. It is seen that cysts, as they get formed automatically, they have the capacities to disorient automatically, to dilute, to dissolve. But happens very rarely. In fact, I have seen a clip where there was a group of people giving Reiki energy, and the person was monitored on the TV in the operation theatre. She was all monitored, properly monitored. Huh? No jumbo wumbo. So 4 people were just giving that energy, and the cyst gets diluted.
Within,
And it was a cancerous cyst.
but what was the duration?
Sorry? 5 minutes. Yeah.
So less.
The whole thing was, they started with some 20-25 minutes ka thing, but the cyst got diluted in 5 minutes. I have personally seen that, but unfortunately I have forgotten the site, otherwise I would have specified it. Anyways, coming back to the thing is that meditation will help the person keep away from such problems. Generally, this can happen due to stress, anxiety, or certain feelings that are not working for humanity. Sitting in meditation for at least 5 to 20 minutes a day will resolve many problems. Why only this? Many problems. That is one thing. Now, how can you help with the nutrition part of it? The immediate cure, very strong cure for this is, we've seen these tall Ashoka trees, long tall Ashoka trees. Like that, there are round Ashoka trees which have flowers on it. We have to use those round flowered Ashoka trees, not the tall Ashoka trees. We can see somewhere in Bombay also, many places have it. You have to remove 5 to 6 or rather 6 to 7 leaves from that, crush them with a little bit of water, and you can add a pinch of haldi to it. Now you are going to boil it with 600 ml of water.
After making the paste.
After making a paste, put the paste into the water, boil it with 600 ml of water, bring it down to half, 300 ml. Once it comes down to 300 ml, ideally you drink it away hot and chew away the leaves. If a person does this for 30 days, the cyst will dissolve. If it does not, if it does not, then carry forward for another 30 days. But one thing is certain, that you should go for a checkup.
Yeah.
See, I must have given not less than 50 remedies for things, at least over here. And most of the time I tell people, Baba, you go for a checkup. Because sometimes what happens, pains disappear, so people say, theek hone lag gaya. No, you never know when it can revert. So, how far that thing is working for you, it is very essential. So, you should go for a checkup, monthly checkup when such things are there. Till it gets...
For kidney stone also, same thing?
Sorry?
For kidney stone also?
Of course.
Okay.
Kidney stones will show that it has come down to 5 mm from 9 mm to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, like that. And then after a point of time, what happens that the kidney stone will not be visible also, but it will be still there. You cannot stop the treatment. Ideally, I tell people, you do a treatment for 1 year straight. And the thing is, that doing the treatment is definitely important, but more important than that is to break the trend of that thing forming up again. That is very important. People take the kidney stone ka dawai and the stone pops out. Fine. Do you have guarantee that it is not going to get created again? No. The body has understood a mechanism where it can make kidney stones very fast. Faster than that gallbladder stones. So you have to break that cycle. That is more important. So coming back to this PCODs and PCOS and all that. This is one very good cure. As far as food is concerned, you should start eating all those fruits on empty stomach, which have got lots of seeds in them. Because sometimes due to PCOD, sometimes, not always, conception gets affected. There are fruits like anar, pomegranate, and strawberries.
All berries.
All berries, of course. Yeah, that's a shortcut. Then Peru, Goa, avocado, kiwi fruit.
Avocado is not having one seed.
Avocado, but the nutritional value of avocado is very good. Yeah, you are right. It has one that. kiwi fruit, then grapes. All these fruits are very good for conceptual purposes. Now the reason of not coming into conception can be any, but this will help. Then you should drink lady's finger water which is kept overnight. You should make a glass of water which have got lady's finger slit in it, say around 4 to 5. Okra they call, okra.
Okra.
Put it in water, let it be there in the glass for at least 8 hours. Next day morning, you drink away the water and chew away the okra. In certain cases for acidity and diabetes, they say if you throw it out, it is okay. But here I would suggest that it is better that you chew it. Yeah, you have to consume it.
Because seeds.
Seeds have to go, life force, life force. Then certain times in some people they complain that there is lack of calcium in a very tender age. So for that what we can do is, if the person is having curd, dahi or chas, then add a little bit of tuna in it. Pan wale ka dukan se you get the tuna. That is called slaked lime in English. But the quantity of tuna is what? Equivalent to a grain of wheat or rice, whatever. First of all, let us understand how to make the chas. People make chas like lassi over here. Such people have huge chances of going through attack. Maximum to maximum 100 grams of dahi or curd with 1 liter of water you can add. Lesser than that, better it is. And in that you are going to add that probably one grain of tuna which is equal to 1 wheat ka dana. Take it. Mix it properly and drink it every day. Due to that also the PCOS will not be formed. The pain will reduce during the periodic cycle. है ना? Chalo, why only that? Further even more, when you do this, everybody can drink, even gents can drink, male can drink, because when there is a lack of calcium in the body, this is a very good support system. Instead of having medicine, calcium tablets, this is a natural calcium going in the body and the liver can absorb it easily. Whereas in calcium tablets, you really don't know. First of all, the doctor is not bothered of checking whether there is calcium deficiency in the body or the body is not absorbing calcium. What if the body is not absorbing calcium and the doctor keeps on giving you calcium tablets? Then there are chances of attack. And most of the people go through that, na?
Many times these calcium tablets may be passed as it is through the. So it is necessary that the calcium tablet will be crushed, dissolved, and then drink to make it sure at least it will remain in the stomach for some time. So that,
if the process is slow of absorbing, right? Absolutely. Magnesium has to be added. Then sometimes what happens, the body makes a mistake. It absorbs iron and it thinks that I have absorbed calcium. Yeah, because the molecular this thing looks almost the same. The molecular shape of the calcium and the iron almost the same. Therefore, what happens is the liver keeps on absorbing the iron, thinking that I am absorbing calcium. And ultimately the person goes through constipation. And of course, calcium is not there. So, bone deficiency is there. Calcium deficiency is there, due to which there is a weakness in the bones. Teeth will fall off for no reason, nails will chip off for no reason. You have to be aware, why does a person get cavities? Where is the reason of getting cavities in a normal person who is having healthy food? Two reasons. One, calcium is not getting absorbed. Second, high acidity in the body. Now how to cut out this high acidity cycle? When the person is going for vacating the bowels first thing in the morning, generally a healthy person will go to the toilet immediately he gets up, he will go for vacating his bowels. Now that time when the person is sitting on the commode, ideally he will be concentrating that the thing is coming out, stool is passing out and all that. Fine, that is good. But one more thing the person needs to do is, they have to crunch and tightly hold the teeth like that. Generally the person sits like that. Therefore what happens is, when there is push, the body is pushing the thing, the gas is rising up. And through the nerve fibers which are connected in the teeth zone, the gas is animated. And internally it will start corroding the teeth. That is how a cavity is formed. Cavity ideally I have not seen from ऊपर से होता है, अंदर से होता है. Unless there is a damage, like children or some youngsters have that masti, they open this thing with the bottle and all. So then there are chances, but still the cavity does not happen, the enamel goes. For cavity to happen, it requires a huge impact, because teeth is properly inside, it is thick. So acidity is one of the major causes of any disease in the body, whether it is PCOD, PCOS, cough, cold, cancers to thrive on acidity. Then ulcers, infections of any kind, unwanted infections of any kind, they will thrive only on acidic nature of the blood. Heart attacks, people say attack is due to cholesterol. Maybe once in a blue moon, maybe 1% in the whole population of the world. Never that. Attack happens when there is high acidity in the blood. Attacks happen when the valves of the heart do not function properly due to high acidic nature of the blood, which is constantly rushed around. You treat that, no? Instead of going for a bypass. How do we treat that? How do we treat acidity?
Raw rice.
But again see, raw rice, if you have too much, then you will have an ulcer in the intestine very soon. So not more than 5 grains of rice. That too, if you are rich, not basmati. Small rice.
Brown rice,
Brown rice is good anyways. This raw rice thing, to chew off raw rice, is extremely good for releasing worms from the intestines. But once in a way, there what you have to do is, you have to take 2 tablespoons of raw rice, put it in a crusher, make powder out of it and drink it off. And then you can drink some cleansers over it, a regular cleanser.
oil, tea or coffee.
But this you have to do once in a year. Once in a year. Second time you are close to ulcer. So remember.
The prevention of acidity.
Prevention of acidity. Yes, I am coming to that. The best way to prevent acidity is have alkaline food. Now in India or rather anywhere, once a person is on medication, acidity is going to happen, the liver is going to get coated, whatever, and sometimes medication is required, you can't jump out of it. You can't say, नहीं कुछ भी होने दो, miss. I will not have medication. You are destroying yourself. The doctors are not mad to create so much of medicines. Somewhere they have done research, somewhere they have spent a lot of brains and everything. So, after having the medication, what to do about acidity? Instead of having an antacid, drink a juice of दूधी, bottle gourd, लौकी बोलते हो, with the skin. But when you go and purchase it, you have to puncture it and taste it. If it should not be bitter, you will get a bitter lauki 1 in 1,000, which is extremely dangerous for the nervous system. It will collapse the nervous system within 15 minutes of having that, and there is no cure for it.
अभी वो मराठी एक्टर का हो गया था,
Huh?
मराठी एक्टर का, yes, that I don't remember his name.
उससे एक लौकी से हुआ.
Loki say he was in the hospital for 10 days.
That's a sad story, but
Sad
I don't know, but हुआ होगा if he's saying then. That happens once in 1,000 Lokis, huh? You will get once in 1,000 bottle guard like that. And actually it's a jackpot for the Ayurvedic people. They are on a lookout for that because they make it dry, they have a process and they make proper medicine out of it. You just can't have it. It is actually a medicinal product. But a brainy person has to be there to make the whole process. Normal people can't have it. Directly you can't have it. Now, best thing is, there is one green juice and this Loki juice, or what do you call bottle guard, दूधी का juice. दोनों को आप combine कर लो. हाँ. But you have to be very quick at it, huh? Very quick. Time pass नहीं होना चाहिए. जूसर लो, लौकी का जूस निकालो और रख दो. ठीक है. Put 2 cubes of ice in it. Mixer लो and put 200 grams of coriander, 50 pattas of pudina, 50 pattas of tulsi leaves, 50 pattas of curry patta, 100 grams of wheat grass and a nicely squeezed lime. Again add 2-3 ice cubes in it. Blend it properly, mix it properly, juice it out properly. After adding of course 1 glass of water, take it out immediately, strain it, squeeze it, mix it with the दूधी का juice and gulp it out. As fast as possible. If you keep this for 1 minute or if you keep this for 5 minutes, slowly what happens is the efficacy will reduce. And what happens is the juicers that we are using are no good juicers. They are useless juicers. Unfortunately, the public in India are always looking out for juicers who are having high RPM. RPM means rotation per minute. किसका है, इसका आरपीएम कितना है, 800 है, अच्छा अच्छी, वो कितना है, अरे वो 1400 आरपीएम वाला है, वो 1600 वाला बेचता है, वो लो. अरे नो, यू गो फॉर अ जूसर और अ मिक्सर विच हैज गॉट लो आरपीएम. हाँ, शुगर केन. But then it will not be so effective again because
टाइम भी ज्यादा लगेगा.
हाँ, वो फिर 2 RPM per minute भी नहीं है ना. So nowadays they have come out with good juicers. First only Germany had made a juicer. I think it was called Vitamax if I am not mistaken. That when it was launched in Germany, it was equivalent to 50,000 rupees. Then they crashed the price to 35 and so on. By that time, you know, Koreans are good people, Chinese are also good people. They see the copy it out. So they came down with a machine of 25,000, 30,000. Hurom करके कुछ नाम है. And Indians are still better. We have got technology, we have got mind power, we have got manpower. We may be slow. भगवान के घर में देर है, अंधेरा नहीं है. So then we came out with a mixture called Green Line. But it is really good for us, I am telling you. Because people will in India cannot afford 50,000 a machine, normal person. So these people, they have come out with a machine called Green Line that is costing 13,000. The process in these mixers are what? Whatever you put in it, may be a potato, tomato, onion, limbu, whatever, it gets this thing juiced out first, then the pulp gets crushed. So there are two processes. Therefore, because crushing does not require speed, it requires strength. The process does not require speed. The speed of that machine must be not even more than 800 rpm or rather 865 or something. Then when the pulp comes out, it is so dry like powder, you cannot use it. Now what happens is that if you keep that juice, you will see that even after 20 minutes or 30 minutes, there is no water sedimentation. Water does not, the pulp does not get separated from the water, Whereas in the normal machine, the pulp and the water will get separated. That is the direct indication that there is a lot of vitamin loss in it. So if you all can afford and take that juicer for health purpose instead of taking insurance policy, this is better, I suppose. Because this will not lead you to go to any kind of insurance, no. Now, this particular juice which I said, one to we are making the Loki juice, on the other side we are making coriander, 200 grams, 100 grams wheat, 50 pattas of pudina, mint leaves, 50 patta of curry patta, 50 pattas of tulsi. We are making two juices and combining. Where will it affect? It will affect first, as I always say, first thing that gets affected is the liver. The liver will start emitting certain chemicals which become over alkaline. So acidity has to break. Now since you are having the high amount of Loki in it, that bottle gourd, side effects of medicine get cut. So for some reason, if the person has to go through taking the Brufens and the Combiflam, he is pretty safe. His liver will not slow down.
Brufen and Combiflam are banned for consumption.
Brufen is not banned.
Whatever it is, Brufen is not banned. Combiflam is banned because of two this thing. क्या बोलते हैं उसको? There is some you must be knowing well.
Paracetamol and ibuprofen. Any combination of two painkillers is not permitted.
Fatal. It can be fatal.
We are having like chocolates here.
Side effect spectrum increases. It may not be better, but the side effect spectrum increases without adding much to the spectrum of efficacy. So without adding much to the spectrum of efficacy.
Acha, efficacy is almost the same.
Almost the same.
So then it is worthless, na? I don't know about it, so I will not comment on it.
Side effect.
Combiflam is
So they
also
don't permit two NSX combination.
freely available in India.
One fellow was so great, he used to have Combiflam and Brufen together. है ना, अपने इधर तो स्टोर पे ऐसे मिलता है ना. I know of stupid person like that. हाँ, उसको लगा मैं डॉक्टर हूँ.
Well, is he okay now? He's gone.
This must be on a different phase. हाँ, चलो चलो आ गया.
उसको एडिट कर लेना.
No problem, no problem.
Anyway, हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं.
Doesn't matter. चालू हो गया? Okay. So now how is it going to affect the liver? Remember, all the greens are extremely good for the liver. Pudina, coriander, curry patta. They are all best friends of the liver. And kidney. Tulsi. Tulsi is so highly antibiotic, antiviral, antifungal. Tulsi is so good for the heart, you can't believe it. I'll tell you a story. I have a friend of mine. His sister was born with a hole in the heart. Now this is a story of 40 years back. when there was no
The cardiac cell.
way to come out of it. So the doctors told the mother that this child will not survive, and we don't have much to do, unfortunately. So of course the parents were not so happy about it. The grandmother told the daughter-in-law, तू डर मत, ऊपर वाला सबको संभालता है, इसको रोज एक तुलसी का पत्ता खिला, वो फर्स्ट बॉर्न चाइल्ड है, करने का क्या? Somehow they used to crush it, manage it and do it. That lady today is a grandmother. Her grandchildren have also married. It is so effective. Of course, they increased the number of tulsis as she grew up. 5 in the teenagers and like that. So we have to be very grateful to the whole plant kingdom. I'll tell you how these green juices will work. The wheatgrass, the coriander, the curry patta, the pudina, or whatever greens that we use. How do they help us? The plant kingdom is the only kingdom which gives humanity life force, a combined life force extracted from Mother Earth, from water, from sunlight, from atmosphere. So all of this is getting gathered, and not to forget the etheric zone, the life, the energetic zone. So all of these are combined and different kinds of chlorophylls are formed in different kinds of plants. That when is taken by the human people or even the animals, it gives lot of strength, solid strength. It gives life force. It enhances your basic energy. Once your auric field, your energy is perfect, your thinking changes. It becomes more positive. You do not operate from fear, therefore you are peaceful. Therefore I say, be a vegetarian. You will not have a fear of having a fight with somebody or somebody coming and suppressing you. It's just a fear. Why are there so many wars in the world? Because they are afraid.
It is a fear.
They are afraid. Somebody will superpower me, empower me. अरे empower तो सवाल ही नहीं है. Suppress me. Why would they would do that? Nobody is out there to do it. And especially in today's world, तो सवाल ही नहीं. But yet, there is a constant fear. And just because I am saying you don't have to look at this fact, you keep on understanding what has happened in these, what kind of countries are going through war. What is their food? I will not even say, आप आपका लॉजिक माइंड से देख लो क्या खाते हैं वो लोग. Proof sufficient enough to tell you why they are going through war constantly. Whether it is the world's most powerful nation or a third world country. If it is going through war, find out what is the food that they are having. All the borders of every country, find out what food they are having. Every border has to be protected with an army. Basic fear in consciousness is it will be attacked and grabbed. And it happens. If you keep the border open, somebody will come and attack. Why? Because there is lack of understanding which happens due to fear. Fear comes in what? In the cells that you have eaten from the animal. The animal knows that you are going to cut it. That nature goes in. The basic nature goes in. And it is so strong, those cellular memories, that even after the whole meat or whatever is getting cooked at such a high degree of temperature, the nature is not leaving it. Nature of that fear in that cell is not leaving it. So how toxic it must be? We cannot even think of it. And in that space, when we are eating, instead of that we are eating vegetarian food, we are getting peace of mind.
Unhuman.
Right.
Sattvic.
And we are getting direct antibiotics, antivirals, antifungals. Direct. For example, antidepressants like ginger. Because you can treat a alcoholic, a drug addict. See, ideally, if you go through statistics, only 1% of drug addicts are getting healed and they come out of that scenario. Otherwise, most of them land back in the rehabilitation centers. Most of them land back in the rehabilitation centers who are on alcohol, high alcohol. Why? Because there is lack of sulfur in the body. That is available in the ginger. आपको दूं क्या उसका रेसिपी? कोई बेवड़े को देने का है तो दो. He will bless you. Well, actually क्या है ना, people want to leave it, but they cannot leave it. That craving is so much. First of all, understand again, the craving is out of a metaphysical deficiency. Wrong way of thinking. Lack of love. Drug addicts means lack of love from the side of parents. Straight and simple.
That is why they go for.
बाकी तो सब बहाना है, वो कॉलेज में गया एंड ही गॉट हुक्ड ऑनटू इट. कॉलेज में 100 स्टूडेंट जाते हैं, उसमें से 5 ही ड्रग एडिक्ट क्यों बनते हैं? क्या बाकी के माँ बाप ने नहीं समझाया था कि ये खराब है, और वो 5 वाले लोग के माँ बाप ने नहीं समझाया था कि ये खराब है, दिस इज डेंजरस? समझाया था उसको, लेकिन वो गया उसमें. व्हाई? बिकॉज आफ्टर हैविंग दैट the serotonin level of that person shoots high. That gives him a lot of peace. Why? Because of excess toxic food, weird thinking, and lack of love in the whole family. So let us understand, how can you pull out a drug addict from this? Take a piece of ginger, peel it out, clean it nicely, peel it, whatever you can peel out. Baki reh gaya रहने दो, no problem. Now squeeze at least 2 limes on it, limbu, ठीक है, and scrub on it. After that it has to hold na, so after that, otherwise you get a scrub सेंधा नमक on it, not normal salt. It is not salt actually, it's only a chemical. Never buy this chemical salt, Tata salt, Pata salt, whatever.
Where do you get this Sindha salt card?
Sendha salt you will get everywhere. In every kirana dukan they have Sendha salt, because people have it.
SIDHA.
Sendha namak. It is slightly brownish, pinkish in color. Rock salt. Rock salt. People have it in their upwas. Whatever they make in that upwas.
God also upasa meat they will give.
Upas ka namak. And now they have started processing that and packing it in proper bag. Even 60 rupees kilo है वो. अभी शायद बड़ा होगा भाव, लेकिन 60 रुपीस किलो था एक बार मैं जब लाया था, मालूम नहीं. So scrub it with that Sendha namak and keep it in sunlight. So you have to keep it on a plate, cover it with cloth, cover it in cloth and put it in sunlight. Now what will happen? It will get dry. Once it gets dried, all you need to do is cut it. Make small pieces out of it. एक थैली में डालो and carry it with you. Every 2 hours, pull out 1 piece and put it in the mouth. Every 2 hours. Now suddenly if the person gets the urge of smoking or that alcohol or that drug, whatever, that time again pull out 1 more piece and put it.
It's called, I think, Alepa.
I don't know what it is, but
Alepa is different. Okay.
I think that is sweet, nahi?
That is sweet.
I don't know about it, so I will not comment.
Alipaka is sweet.
Acha.
Sweet.
Now, what happens is, whenever there is deficiency of the sulfur, this fellow replaces it. What's it? Plus, salt is there, lime is there, serotonin has to increase. You have a nice glass of lime juice with pepper. अच्छा लगता है ना? The child in you pops up. You have a piece of chocolate, a piece of cake, a ball of ice cream. What happens?
They are known as comfort foods.
Sorry?
Comfort foods.
Comfort?
Comfort food.
Acha, okay.
Yeah.
You feel good about it.
Why? Because serotonin increases.
Yeah.
I tried it.
Arey, there is nothing to try. It is 100% right. Why though? So coming back to the thing, this is how the person can come out of any kind of addiction. So can you believe nature is helping in that also? You don't have to go through the psychosomatic drugs and all that. It's easy. But only thing is, the person should have the will to live it.
Yeah.
And even with those drugs, the medicines that the doctors have to give, they have got no chance. Even they will not work. This will also not work and that will also not work if the person is not ready to leave it.
The desire has to.
The desire has to be there that, see, I know this is damaging to me, but I cannot come out of it, so let me do this. And over a period of 30 days, 45 days, 90 days, maximum 1 year, the person is 100% out of it very safely without any side effects. He will have positive effects. His vital organs which may have got damaged will also revamp. They will get rejuvenated. That is how nature is helping us. For calcium, I said, no? Chuna is very good. Natural है ना वो. Absorb जल्दी हो जाता है. Then sometimes there is a deficiency in अपना what we call phosphorus. Potassium deficiencies, phosphorus deficiencies that lead you to strokes. 1 or 2 bananas a day, very good. But nowadays, be very careful with the banana. Unfortunately, we are only getting that yellow bananas.
Yes.
But there are good people down the street. They are also selling green bananas. May not be very big in size, but have that only. See, yellow banana, that round, natural yellow banana, perfect, no issues. Yellow banana, imported banana kept in storage, no issues. But yellow, the green turned into yellow, all issues are there available.
Because of powder green.
What they do, there is a chemical, they drop it in it for 2 seconds and bring it out. How do you find out whether it is an acidic banana or not? The tip and the starting stem will be greenish in color. Remaining banana will be yellow. And it will be dirty yellow. Dirty yellow.
And even if you eat that, taste is very bad. I mean,
Oh, I don't know because I have never had it only.
it's not sweet.
I was a fortunate person that before I have even had one of that kind of banana, I was informed about it. So aaj tak I have never had it only. So I really don't know how it tastes.
ग्रीन बनाना तो कम होते
अभी बहुत कम हो गया है ग्रीन बहुत
ग्रीन बनाना भी
बहुत
Because these bhaias want to make money, imported है. क्या खाक imported है, तुम्हारा 5 रुपए के लिए उसको liver cirrhosis हो
पहले
जाता है.
पीला दिखता नहीं था
What
अभी ग्रीन ही दिखता
about, what
है
about इलायची बनाना?
Very good.
इलायची
They are very good. You should have 2-3 ilaichis if possible. Then that big chota ilaichi is very small and thin. It's a big round banana. I don't know what they call it. Saudi banana.
राजूड़ी they call it मराठी राजूड़ी
I don't know.
triangular.
What you have to find out is it should not have cuts on the side. You know, that sometimes the skin is very harsh and it has hard cuts. It should be a smooth round banana. And it has got very thin skin. You can chew away the skin also. You know, every skin of every fruit is important. Even if it is a pineapple.
But difficult to eat.
No, you have to make a powder out of it.
Pineapple, the most important thing is that the central stem of the
That we draw out. Why? Because this gets corroded.
Actually, bromelain is in that one.
And people throw it out.
Oh, we throw it.
It's very good for thyroid. Very strong anti-radiation fruit. Person has gone through some radiation or something, chemotherapy, gives us pineapple. But remember, the person should not have gone through a stroke ever. Then the pineapple becomes dangerous because clots can go in this thing. It is anti-cholesterol
Yeah, anti.
and very strong, very healthy. One of the highest fruits for anti-acid.
Pineapple.
Yes. If you have too much of acidity, one slice with black pepper on it, it will go, run away. There are 3 stages to treat acidity. First, very simple acidity. When people say, "Arey, bahut acidity, I have got blisters also." First of all, they don't understand only why they have got blisters. If some person knows that it has come due to acidity and infection, then they will tell you that. So they feel it is very high in acidity. So best way to resolve that is what? Early morning when you get up, brush your teeth, go to the refrigerator, take out a nice raw tomato, chop it off in 4 pieces, black pepper dalo and eat it off. Do it 2-3 days, all the blisters will go away permanently. Okay? If things are not coming back to normal with the tomato, then you can go on to the pineapple. And then if the pineapple is also weak for that person, then he has to remove juice of raw potato. Peel the potato, remove the juice of it and drink that off. Super high anti-acid. और उससे भी ठीक नहीं हुआ, then tell that person to stop eating food and only eat papaya and drink hot water for minimum 4 days. For minimum 4 days. That means his lifestyle is bad. That means his lifestyle is bad. खाना ही गलत खा रहा है वो. इतना एसिडिटी कि अगर उससे भी क्योर नहीं हो रहा है तो फिर, या फिर जो बहुत नॉनवेज खा रहा है या फिर फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स कुछ गलत कॉम्बिनेशन कर रहा है, व्हाट इज वी हैव टू फाइंड दैट आउट. हाँ, ड्यू टू एसिडिटी देयर आर अल्सर्स. अल्सर्स तो कितने टाइप के होते हैं, डिओडोनम में हो जाता है, इंटेस्टाइन में हो जाता है, पता नहीं कहाँ कहाँ अल्सर हो जाता है. And such people will also have piles. So piles means against calcification in the nerves. And the doctor is giving you calcium tablet. Calcium कम है, खाओ. Piles बढ़ जाएंगे. So when there are calcifications and obstructions in the nerves, you can have one liquid called hemamalis. Hemamalis.
Okay.
That is available in homeopathic pharmacy. It is not a medicine, it is a herb in Mexico, which is juiced out and stored with the help of I think alcohol and some other things. And it's a mother tincture, it is not a medicine. Like ginkgo biloba is actually not a medicine, it is a mother tincture. Now they have brought out the medicinal aspect of it also.
Tablet.
हाँ. So थोड़ा सा अलग है वो, but it is extremely good. What you can do, you can apply the hemamalis on the varicose veins. When there is piles, you should drink it. 5 drops every 1 hour for till the symptom goes. 5 drops in 1 tablespoon of water every 1 hour. If there is too much of pain and all, otherwise thrice a day is sufficient.
But varicose veins, it can be applied externally.
Yes. Varicose veins, best remedy is, you know what? You dip the feet in warm water with Epsom salt in it.
With Epsom salt.
Okay? Then, now sometimes varicose veins mostly are over here, now on the knee side. So पानी नहीं लगेगा उधर. So best thing ना, warm the water up. Epsom salt में dissolve करो उसको बराबर अच्छे से. Drop a napkin in it and then apply the napkin over it. once it absorbs it, then just wipe it out. Don't wash it with normal water again. Immediately instead apply Hemamalis ointment to it or Hemamalis mother tincture. I prefer normal mother tincture if the person is at home. If he is traveling outside, then the ointment. Because ointment has the capacity to stay more. The mother tincture will dry up. So that is very good.
Hemamalis.
Hemamalis. Hamamelis. And I think now they have started growing it in India also. Because that grows easily near Mediterranean climates. So we are coming in that zone. So basically for phosphorus and all, banana is very good. Only thing we have to see it should be green. If it is yellow, then it should be really an imported one. Or best thing, have the LIC kela or that which that you are saying, round Rajodi kela, whatever. But don't have this chemical wala kela which is green and yellow, green tops and green tips. They are put in chemical and then highly dangerous. मतलब सीधा liver cirrhosis होता है उससे. You have that poor fellow doesn't know. He is thinking that he is having a healthy product. मैं ऑफिस में था तभी वड़ा पाव के बदले में केला खाता था. जो वड़ा पाव खाता था उसको कुछ नहीं हुआ, इसको ऐसा हो गया, मेरे को क्यों हो गया?
आम को तो था, अभी वो बनाना को भी था.
So we have to be careful. Nowadays what has happened in India is all the fruits are coming with, vegetables are coming with injections. Acha, one more information I will give you which is very vital. Lauki, bottle guard, dudhi. If you see that it is wrapped with plastic, don't touch it. They are administered with drugs. नहीं लेने का, नहीं लेने का. हाँ, नहीं लेने का. Because they are injected with chemicals and the Loki will not survive in atmosphere. Therefore, it is wrapped. So, go to major markets like Vaikala market, Dadar market, main markets where you get open Loki. They are safe. People think कि अरे हम लोग लोकी लेगा तो हेल्दी हो जाएगा, लेकिन ये लोकी लेगा तो और टेंशन हो जाएगा. And the person unfortunately doesn't know it also.
Some of the market I have seen there.
Some nahi, now it is slowly coming everywhere. I used to see it only in Parla once upon a time. And at that time I did not know this, so I thought wow, Parla market में देखो कितना, हाँ कितना अच्छा है.
अच्छा से रखा है ऐसा.
हाँ, actually कुछ अच्छा से नहीं रखा है, वो administered है वो. In Gujarat, Daru is banned. So what they did? It was on WhatsApp. टोमेटो के अंदर दारू डाला, इंजेक्ट किया और अच्छे से वो ट्रांसपोर्ट कर दिया पूरा. And then everybody is getting together and party on the tomato.
Idea.
So now if the human fraternity is all out to destroy the vegetation, the vegetation will see to it that you will destroy.
चलो टोमेटो पार्टी है.
And बिंदास रास्ते में बैठ के खाते हो लोग. No, but who will think कि यार इसमें दारू है?
कलिंगर में भी क्या?
हाँ, वो कलर माता लाल हो जाता. So best thing is to be very aware of all this. If you can afford and if you have the links, then go on and buy things from organic this thing. थोड़ा safe हो जाता.
Organic में guarantee શું છે?
Guarantee तो कहीं नहीं, but you can understand the difference. You know, if you are a regular purchaser of vegetables, you will find the difference. Like organic lime looks quite different from the ordinary lime.
Actually, our Vasai
Vasai
vegetables are good.
But then they are grown near the railway line.
Vasai, they have got.
If there is a farmhouse and Nasik and all that farmhouse things are very good.
They have. Otherwise, what you say, oh, gutter.
खास करके कोरिएंडर तो यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल. वसई वाले से कोरिएंडर नहीं लेने का. ब्लंडर.
अच्छा.
या मोस्ट डेंजरस इज वसई वाला. कोरिएंडर है, बाकी सब ठीक होता. एम्पल अमाउंट ऑफ कचरा विच इज नॉट गुड.
हाँ, वो तो ऊपर से ग्रीन अंदर से कचरा रहता है.
वो डेंजरस है वो. Even when we are making these juices, ideally, how you clean it? Don't put any kind of these potassiums and all this. कुछ जरूरत नहीं है. सादा lukewarm water, squeeze one lime and little bit of sena namak or whatever. It will destroy all the germs. Keep it in for 10 minutes. Then again clean it and rinse it with clean water. बनाओ juice. बीच में there were some people coming out with potassium permanganate. ये डालो वो. अरे रोज पोटेशियम परमैंगनेट थोड़ी जा सकते हैं अंदर.
Dangerous that is. Because amount will mix. Namak is good.
The other day, I was traveling near Dockyard Road, and we wanted to have tea. तो उधर अनफॉर्चुनेटली क्या है ना, कोई नेचुरल वेजिटेशन वाला होटल है नहीं, सब मांस मटन मच्छी वाले ही. So we just hopped in the hotel. अपने को तो चाय पीने का है तो it's fine. Luckily in that hotel I saw they were selling juice of पुदीना. मैं बोला ये तो लॉटरी लग गई. Now see the greatness of price tag. 20 rupees का चाहिए and 25 rupees का जूस है. Why to have the chai? So I said, यार this is very good. Let's do this. ये ले लेते. एक I was aware ये जूस है तो अच्छा ही है होने वाला है. And luckily that sir was preparing in front of us. So we saw it was good. What he did, added 1 glass of water, 5-10 cubes of ice, two limes and half a bunch of पुदीना. घुमाया फटाफट बनाया, squeeze लेके आ गए. It was tasting so beautiful that we asked for another one. The difference between the tea and this was 5 rupees. So why not have that?
What is the benefit?
Extremely good for the liver, for the stomach. So, see, pudina is one thing, is very good for the stomach. Stomach has millions and millions of muscles in it. And the muscles store a lot of toxins if your food is not proper. If you are having non-veg food, then still worse. Fruits like apple, then lime, then leaves of pudina, tulsi, they have that corrosive effect. Then fiber, every fiber is extremely good for stomach. So I tell people, when you eat orange na, it is extremely important that you eat the fiber and don't throw it away. If you have a servant in the house, give the orange to the servant, eat away the fiber. Because that is very good for the stomach. It cleanses the stomach.
Orange skin to the under skin.
Yes.
Any skin is.
Arey, orange, lime, orange, sweet limes. You are not supposed to throw out any part of it. Ideally, what I do is, I am not telling you to do it because I don't know how you will curse me afterwards if you don't like the taste. I don't love it, so I do it. I like to have lots of bread and butter. तो मैं तो बराबर बटर लगा देता हूँ दबा के. Ideally, butter is not harmful. I'm telling you, butter is the best thing that you can have. You have 100 grams of butter, nothing is going to happen.
But the one which is made in factories,
Amul butter, 100 grams of butter consists of 300 grams of calories of fat. Whereas one slice of bread that you are going to eat has 300 grams of calories of fat. So, butter is not harmful, it is the bread that is creating the problem. So, what I do generally, bread I toast it out, or my wife is very good at making beautiful chapatis. तो जिस दिन गरम चपाटी निकला उस दिन 100 ग्राम बटर खत्म हो जाता है. और रफ्पा रफ, it doesn't take more than 15 minutes, is too much of a time.
might not suit everybody.
Huh?
Might not suit everybody.
So that's why I'm saying, now you all don't try it out. But what I do is,
Otherwise it is okay.
I put the orange ka chilka in it. I have eaten away the orange. I don't like to throw away the skin. You can take out one part of the skin and scrub your whole skin with it. It is a beautiful skin scrubber. बाकी का फेंक देने का क्यों? थोड़ा बहुत चाय में डाल दो. Beautiful orange tea, टकाटक.
टेस्ट बहुत अच्छा है. I tried
मस्त.
once.
And बाकी का क्यों फेंकने का?
Bread butter marmalade.
ब्रेड बटर में आप चप चप.
Marmalade.
अच्छा. If you have got chocolate in hand, oh, this is a party, actually. If you have chocolate in hand, eat it with the chocolate. Orange chocolate. Ideally, you don't even have to throw away the seeds. But only one thing you have to be very careful when you are eating seeds of lime, खास करके sweet lime. Orange to yes, but खास करके sweet lime. You have to chew the seed properly. If you swallow it, high chances of cutting your esophagus or intestine or they are very sharp.
Your song also then.
Huh?
Lemon tree very pretty.
I don't know. Lemon tea, very pretty.
Lemon tree very pretty.
Tree, acha. And as far as lime, limbu is concerned, that too you have to eat the seeds. That too you have to eat the seeds.
Limbu.
Yes, yes. Every seed is supposed to be eaten. We are fools, we are throwing it away.
Actually, you're right. Seeds are.
See, seed is what life was.
Like for some rare
Too bitter.
vitamins, minerals.
अरे आयुर्वेदा इज थ्राइविंग ऑन सीड्स यार. सबका पाउडर बना बना के क्या क्या नहीं बनाते. जामुन का सीड का पाउडर बनता है, पपैया का सीड का पाउडर बनता है, क्या नहीं बनता है. पपैया सीड्स, क्रश देम, ऐड 5-7 ड्रॉप्स ऑफ लाइम, ड्रिंक इट ऑफ, लिवर फटाफट ठीक होता है. अच्छा, इफ यू कैन ड्राई द सीड्स, मेक अ पाउडर ऑफ इट, ऐड 5-10 ड्रॉप्स ऑफ लाइम्स टू इट एंड ड्रिंक इट. All your liver, jaundice, pindies will go. Seeds are life force. The plant kingdom is teaching the world, human, love and procreation. One fruit of papaya can create so many papaya trees. है ना? One fruit of guava can create so many guava. One apple can create so many apple trees. So what is the learning from that?
अभी सब seedless आता है. Seedless.
वो पागलपन है ना. That is what. वो कल्चर्ड है वो. आज पपैया इतना आता है. आपने देखा था कि आप छोटे थे तभी इतना छोटा पपैया देखा था क्या कभी?
Genetically modified.
तब तक it would have been raw पपैया. वो खा भी नहीं सकते थे. That they were giving to ladies for वो क्या बोलते हैं, for abortion. अभी आजकल दिख रहा है इतना छोटा छोटा पपाया, पिंक कलर, ऑरेंज कलर, एंड एब्सोल्युटली सीडलेस. one fellow bought few years back, I'm telling you. One fellow was very clever. He said, मैं आज हनुमान जी को पपाया का सीड चढ़ाऊंगा. So he goes and buy the papaya, sees no seeds in it. आज क्या चढ़ाऊं? बोला पपाया चढ़ा दे. वो जो हो गया था. So actually it is not right. That long tall papaya is very good. Even pineapple, never buy a short pineapple. It should be tall, nice, long pineapple. So things have changed dramatically as far as fruits and vegetables are concerned over here. Be very careful. One of my friends had a very nasty experience with haldi. He made the haldi patakri ka lep, which I had said. I'll again tell this benefit for people. If there is any injury, if there is any swollen joint, if there is any accumulation, inflammation in the body, wherever, whenever, purchase haldi. Haldi, ideally, whether you are going to cook it or you are going to make this lep, just purchase it from an Ayurvedic shop only, because they have got good quality of haldi. Now, 100 grams of haldi, 50 grams of alum and 25 grams of natural salt, not rock salt. That white natural salt.
Sea
That cooking salt, normal people that they use. Sea salt. Yes. Now, if you make a lap out of it, so how do we make it? Take 2 glasses of water with 100 grams of haldi. Boil it down and make a paste like a toothpaste after boiling it. Then again add 2 glasses of water, add the 50 grams of alum. You have to crush it because you are not getting a powder outside. You have to crush the alum and of course tell that fellow, I am going to use it for medicinal purposes. So he will give you that particular alum because bathroom साफ करने का भी alum आता है, वो acid नहीं देते थे, तो उसका make the powder of it and put it in. Then again boil it and bring it down to make a paste. ठीक है, like a toothpaste. After that happens, again add 2 glasses of water and add the 25 grams of salt powder. That also you are going to make at home. Boil it, bring it down, make it a paste properly and allow it to cool. Now this much paste is sufficient for 1 month. All you need to do is store it in a glass container or porcelain container. No plastics please. Then every day you scoop out 1 tablespoon of that powder, that lap, put it in a vati, put a little bit of water in it, warm it up and apply it. Still better result, you can warm a little bit of castor oil, massage the joint and then apply it. And still better result, warm up the castor oil and this, mix it and then apply it. There are 3 stages. Whichever you are comfortable with, do it. After application, you bandage it so that it remains there for a long time and not a very tight bandage. Otherwise, blood अटक गया तो मतलब नहीं. So I told this to my friend, simple, he made it and went away. वो बना के दिया, जब तक वो चलता था, the person who was using it was pretty happy. Then the lap got over. Unfortunately, he was out of India. Somebody else brought the haldi and they made it. The person who applied it immediately got rashes on the skin. नहीं एलर्जी नहीं, हल्दी खराब था. See, all the time that till that whole thing was there, nothing happened. There was it was affecting her in a positive manner. She was very happy. The day another lap was made, the problem started and they did not understand what happened. जैसा बोला वैसा बनाया क्या, हम लोग ने अलग क्या किया है. So they tested the haldi. How to test the haldi? Take half a teaspoon of haldi in say 100 or 200 ml of water, put it inside, and if it becomes red, orange, pick up the whole packet and throw it on the face from wherever you bought the haldi. दो गाली दो अच्छे से माँ बहन का and give it because it is dangerous. Yeah, they are bloody playing with the health.
And nowadays haldi में बहुत
You should not tolerate all that.
This can be done with any fresh haldi.
Yes.
What should
Purchase the fresh haldi का गट्ठा, make a powder, but it is tedious. उसका powder बनाने का
very hard.
very hard.
days to dry?
हाँ? नहीं वो dry ही रहता है ना. One dry रहता है. You are talking of amba harad and all. नहीं, that is different.
Itself, I grow in
Raw
my
haldi is to be eaten.
Then to the best.
my own.
haldi best.
Then to
But
best.
To dry
Acha,
it.
since you have come out with this, I'll tell you one more thing. Just now the season is very good for it. Purchase amba harad, harad, raw, wet, लीला हल्दी and ginger. सबका आधा आधा टुकड़ा करो, आधा आधा इंच का टुकड़ा करो, काटो और खा जाओ. Don't prepare a pickle out of it by adding water and keeping it. That you can do in the month of March. Buy 10 kilos of everything so that the whole year it can work.
Squeeze lime on it.
Ideally, don't do anything. सीधा खा जाओ.
टेस्ट के लिए डालना है
वो टेस्ट का बात अलग हो जाता है. Because एक तो आप वो खाना खाने के साथ ही खाने वाले हो ना. It will get mixed.
Take a raw garlic with it.
अरे सुपर उसका छाछ बनाने का. Yes.
Haldi.
नहीं गार्लिक
ये यही आधा आधा इंच गार्लिक, अरे आधा आधा इंच आंबा हरद and this अपना what you are saying ginger and one garlic, 1 pot of garlic, put it in the chas and make it, drink it. Millions of infection will run away from the body. Intestine gets open, colon gets cleaned.
This combination is very good.
Very powerful. You can add little bit of pepper in it, pudina to it, mirchi to it, and a person like me, I will add mirchi. Must. It will give a slight spicy burning this thing to the esophagus. It's superb in taste, as if you are drinking vodka. Whenever I drink chas, na, I say, thank God you made this.
नहीं नहीं उसको वो जो छाछ ये डालते हैं
हाँ,
तड़का तड़का
हाँ।
that is very good.
इसका तड़का
लहसुन हो गया ना
ginger and all that.
लहसुन जिंजर एंड
Because I have to be